Hello, my name is William Hollis. I am an associate librarian, and I am here with another edition of our quick tips. These are tips that we provide which will hopefully benefit you personally as well as professionally. And in this edition, we are going to look at an exciting tool to help you with budgeting, especially as we approach the holiday season, which is normally a time where budgeting goes out the window so that we can provide gifts for our loved ones, conduct holiday travel and what have you. So we are going to look at an exciting budgeting tool which will hopefully help you prepare for the holidays so that you don't overspend. And we just want to enhance your financial literacy with this tool. So you can find this at the University of New Hampshire Financial Literacy Resources. You'll see that the site here, it says libraryguides.unh.edu /finlit, FINLIT /insurance. Or you can just Google University of New Hampshire Financial Literacy Resources. So when we go to this page, we are going to click on budgets. It is important to have a budget. We have to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out so that we can save and maybe eventually invest the difference. So we are going to click on budgets, and then we'll come down to Kiplinger's interactive budgeting worksheet. You can also Google that too if you're not on the University of New Hampshire website. Kiplinger's interactive budgeting worksheet. So we're going to click on that. And then it will come up. Hopefully we do not have the awkward moment where it takes forever to come up. But we are clicking on that interactive worksheet. Okay, we're just, as soon as that comes up. So while this is coming up, we're just going to go over the importance of your budget, but also just the importance of knowing what comes in and what goes out. You need to know how much you're making so that you know how much you can afford to spend in terms of, the holidays, whether travel or any other expense that comes about. So here we are. Sorry about that delay. The Household Budget Worksheet by Kiplinger. So we are going to just fill out some amounts. So first and foremost, as we said, we want to know how much money we are bringing in. So let's say you get 2 paychecks. We'll make up some amounts. We'll try and have square numbers, but we'll say that, okay, this also adjusts as you enter in numbers. These expenses will adjust, and that's the great thing about this. So we'll say that paycheck 1, you can actually name what it is that you're doing. So we have paycheck 1, we'll call it that, and then we'll add another row and we'll say paycheck 2. Let's say that we get paid every 2 weeks. Paycheck 2, and we'll say that we get 1,000, and that's bi-weekly. We get paid every 2 weeks. So next, we have that. Oh, for the budgeting period, that's what's important also. We're going to change this to 1 month. We're changing this to 1 month because we want to, that's the normal increment of time that we use for the budget. So we're going to do a monthly budget. You get 2 paychecks, $1,000 every 2 weeks. So now that's your income. We just go down the line, and we can also add and take away categories. We'll just use these categories. So for your mortgage, again, just using square numbers. Let's say that, or your rent, let's say that you have $500 a month on your rent. You will obviously fill in your own numbers. let's say that your credit card payment is $50 a month. Let's say you don't have any home equity loans. Let's say you have a car payment of $100 a month. And let's see, so doing that. Now we will go down the line. Let's see, for gas and oil, we'll say that's 0. And let's say that electricity, you spend $100 a month with that P&L. And let's say that for your cell phone bill, let's say that's $50. So you have your monthly utilities, loan/debt. Then let's say your car insurance, let's say that's $100 a month. Just choosing these numbers. Again, let's assume that you don't have home insurance, life, health insurance. Let's say that's covered by your employer. So emergency fund, let's say that you save. So let's say you save $100 per month. And we'll leave well, you should have retirement. So let's say that for retirement, let's say you save $50 a month. And we'll say that for college savings, if you have a child or something like that, let's say that's $50 a month. So now we want to make sure to do this correctly. So I just want to refresh this because I really want you to see how we are. Actually, I'm sorry, let's clear this. So we're going to clear everything. I think that was the issue. So we are going to clear this. We're going to go down the line. Once again, if you scroll down, you'll see that we are at 0, total income, expenses, and then you have your income minus expenses. So we are going to add a row. We're going to say paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. Paycheck 1, we'll say $1,000, and we'll say that's bi-weekly. Or no, we'll say twice monthly. Twice monthly. Okay, we'll make it simple. So let's say you get paid twice a month. So now we're going to add another row, paycheck 2. I do apologize for the delay, but I just want to make sure that we do this correctly so you can follow along. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Twice monthly. Twice monthly. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what the issue was. Let's see. Now we need to make this. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Let's say, to make this simple, and what you can do too, we'll just add up those 2 paychecks. We'll say monthly pay. So what you would do first and foremost, say if you got paid, every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, you would add up your pay for the month. So let's say it was $2,000, and we'll say that's monthly. So now we have an even $2,000. Your monthly pay is $2,000. Now let's say that for your mortgage or your rent, let's say that's $500 a month. Now let's say your credit card is $50 a month. We'll say your car loan is $100 a month. And let's say you're paying back student loans $50 a month. Again, some of these will apply to you, some won't. But now we have our loans and debt. Let's say for electricity, let's say you pay $100 a month. Let's say for your cell phone, you pay $50 a month. We will say your auto insurance is $100 a month. Let's say your health insurance is $50 a month. Let's say your life insurance is $50 a month. And then we'll say for your emergency fund, for savings, let's say you save $100 a month. Let's say you have a child, you're saving for college, that's $50 a month. And let's say your retirement Now, if you'll notice, you see we have total income, which is 2,000 minus total expenses, which is 1,300, and we have 700 left. So again, knowing what's coming in versus knowing what's going out. Let's say for your groceries, let's say that's 200 a month. Now, if you notice something, what do we normally do, everyone? Normally, we look at these items, or we don't even think about these items, but we'll think vacation, or maybe not vacation, but maybe entertainment. I know entertainment is a big one. That's one that we do spontaneously. But if you notice, look where it's listed on this budget sheet. Miscellaneous is on the bottom, but a lot of times we'll get paid and we'll go straight to the miscellaneous before we've even done the math of making sure that we have enough money. So if you notice, $2,000 is much different from 500 when you're thinking about vacation or thinking about entertainment or clothing or gas. So let's say that you spend 100 a month on gas going to work. You're down to 400. Let's say that if you notice, now you have to think about other things. Let's say you really don't have to do too much clothing, not really going on vacation. Now you have a clear picture. So maybe for entertainment, maybe you do 100. Instead of having a $100 night out, you realize you have $100 for the month for entertainment. So now you have $300 left. So ultimately, and you can tweak things as you need to. For example, if we're short on a bill, you may have to cut down that entertainment, you know. So that's just an example of how you would utilize this budget worksheet. I really like it because it's interactive. It updates as you enter in, items, which is great. So you can either download it or you can clear it and start over again. So if the numbers were incorrect or if it changed with some time, if you wanted to do a new monthly budget, you would certainly do that. So we are going to clear it. And this has been another edition of Quick Tips. Thank you so much for watching. You take care and have a good day.